Ellen DeGeneres is named in the Epstein documents, and that part is real. Her name appears in the broader index of over 300 high-profile individuals.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres?
Ellen DeGeneres. She was actually really mean. Actually, did you guys notice? Actually, Ellen was really freaking mean, so they had to fire her or something. And it was like, why the hell is she so mean to all her workers?
Were you upset when Ellen was canceled?
No, it's actually, I was actually completely fine with that because why was she mean to all her workers?
I'm mean, yeah. Yeah, you can't be mean and be in show business. No, they'll kick you out.
One name has been making its way into the conversation surrounding the latest Epstein file claims: Ellen DeGeneres. Yes, that Ellen DeGeneres. And let's just say if the allegations making the rounds are true, Ellen may have taken the generous in DeGeneres a little too seriously.
I called her out. I was like, Ellen's not that nice.
This was after you went on the show?
After I went on the show.
What was it like meeting Ellen? And is she a good person?
Let's just all go back to 2017, where I was the first person to call Ellen out before anyone else.
You called her out?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I called her out. I was like, Ellen's not that nice.
This was after you went on the show?
After I went on the show.
The Department of Justice has released videotapes linking Ellen DeGeneres to Epstein, and now the internet isn't just questioning whether her name appears somewhere in the Epstein story. People are asking whether her alleged connection goes much deeper than anyone previously realized. And once you start looking at where these claims are coming from, things get messy very quickly. Hollywood is a messy place, but the horrific things Ellen was getting up to, boy oh boy, let's get into it.
She was said to be a nasty bitch, and that's Ellen DeGeneres.
There have been several claims of people calling her a cannibal and claiming that vampires are real because she allegedly eats people. Another claim even states that because of her cannibalism, that is why she left the United States, and Hollywood is not going to do anything about it. For a long time, Ellen DeGeneres has found herself in the center of conspiracy theories and wild drama. Coincidence? Think again. There have been various reports about how toxic her workplace is and how she acts like she's above everyone else at work, to the extent where no one is allowed to look her in the eye.
The relationship, and I think many of us have them, you come to a fork in the road. What do you want and what do I want?
Several people even came forward to talk about the show that the allegations made headlines for weeks, and that was what marked the beginning of the fall of the talk show empire. And with the DOJ revelation, everyone is finally realizing just how bad a person Ellen is. One of the most shocking discoveries from the file was a picture of Ellen on what looked like a yacht with a little girl that could not be less than 8 years old. On the surface, it looks like a harmless picture, right? But in light of all the new information, fans cannot help but realize that Ellen's body language in the picture is anything but good. The facial expression, the arm placement, everything just screams uncomfortable. Here's what one commentator had to say about the weird picture. We are at the point with these files where the mind wants to break. Look at the way Ellen is holding this little girl in her eyes. It doesn't look right, does it? I pray this little girl is a grown woman now. The fact that W have to ask is not fathomable. You better hide Ellen DeGeneres. But it gets even worse. Fans began to look back at her friendship with people like Diddy, her connection with her ex-girlfriend Anna Heche's accident and eventual death, and also her reaction when she heard about the death.
Well, tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
When you begin to put all these incidents side by side, you realize that Ellen might just be another Epstein, or even worse. On August 5th, 2022, Anne Heche was in a fiery, high-speed chase that resulted in her crashing her car in a home in Los Angeles, which then led to a fire that engulfed both her car and the house.
We also have a structure fire, 2-story, single-family dwelling. Heavy smoke showing.
Now, this doesn't sound suspicious, right? But before she was in a car crash, she was seen entering a shop to buy a wig.
After she bought a red wig from his salon,
she looked up top and said, "Hey, can I buy that red wig?"
Putting all the information together, a high-speed chase and buying a wig, it all points to someone trying to disappear, run away, or someone that just doesn't want to be found. And allegedly, she was running away because of Ellen.
Oh my gosh! According to her spokesperson, she's in critical condition and on a ventilator. Her burns will require surgical intervention.
And it gets even weird because when Ellen was asked about the accident, she gave the most casual reply, saying, "I don't want this to happen to anyone," which is such a weird thing to say about someone you dated for 3 years.
Do you want to send her any well wishes?
Sure. I know want anyone to be hurt.
If fans were not convinced that Ellen had something to do with her death before, her response after she was asked just proved to everyone that she knew way more than the internet does.
Have you spoken to Anne Hesh at all since her accident?
Have not.
Do you want to...
We're not in touch with each other, so I wouldn't know.
Also, an interview Anne Heche had with Entertainment Tonight recently resurfaced, where she said the relationship between her and Ellen ended because their intentions were becoming very different.
You know, in a relationship, and I think many of us have them, you come to a fork in the road. What do you want and what do I want? And those goals, that intent in life is determined by the individual. And her intent and my intent were different, and that's why we separated.
She didn't expand on that, but with the Epstein file in public now, and with Ellen's name popping up, Anne Heche might have allegedly been talking about Ellen's connection to Epstein. It was even so clear that they really had different intentions, because Anne Heche started campaigning against while Ellen started rubbing shoulders with the people Anne campaigned against.
Anne Heche was uncovering this incredible ring.
By understanding how human really works, you can make a difference in the life of someone at risk.
And this is where it gets disturbing. According to people online, Ellen allegedly pulled strings to get Anne Heche's body. She stored it in her freezer, and over the years, she has consumed part of her body.
Now, investigators have confirmed that after Anne's death, Ellen pulled strings to claim her body, storing it in a mansion freezer like some kind of relic. Over the years, Ellen allegedly consumed parts of Anne in deliberate occult ceremony.
Here's what commentators said about the whole Anne Heche death. A year ago, I would have thought this was ridiculous, but after reading the files, I am adamant that something happened. Read the files. It reveals so much. This other commentator said she was about to expose Ellen and her Epstein activities. Rest in power, Anne, we haven't forgotten. Before the DOJ even leaked Ellen's tape, celebrities like Cat Williams have tried to tell us that people like Epstein and Diddy use certain influential figures for their nefarious dealings, and soon their crimes will come to light. And with all that is going on, we can say he was definitely right.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
He didn't mention names, but everyone could tell he was talking about Ellen because of Ellen's relationship with both men. There is also the infamous monologue of her denying to be part of any conspiracy, and looking back to it now, we all realize that the signs were all there. But because she had sold the image of being a kind lady, everyone thought she was telling jokes. Now we cannot help but wonder that it's no mistake that Ellen was mentioned in files leaked by the DOJ. Because looking at all her so-called harmless toilet pranks over the years, and her friendship with suspicious people, not to mention her escape from the country, everyone can see that her girl next door image was just a facade.
Did you pay already?
Like this one fan who said, Ellen, be kind to another and eat them when there is no camera around. All these begs the question, did Ellen have something to do with Anne's death? And are there actually videos of Ellen on Epstein's island? But I want to know what you really think about the whole saga. Do you really think Ellen ran away from the country because of her involvement with Epstein? Or was she really a cannibal as people claim she is? Let us know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button too.